Tonight is USDA Choice Ribeyes on the Camp Chef flat top. We're cooking with the Pro 90X Deluxe 3 burner stove with the griddle top. As you can see, I got two choice ribeyes here, salt and peppered. They're off the large end, of course, of the rib, which I like, that nice large cap muscle. Got them seasoned up with salt and pepper. Then when they're finished, I'll give them a light dusting of the Chicago steak seasoning. What I have here is some bacon grease. I added some seasoning to an additional Camp Chef flat top, so I thought I'd save some of the grease. There's nothing like cooking a steak in its own grease, which you can do in a flat top. You can't do that on a grill. So I'll be adding a little bacon grease to add to the flavor. Camp Chef flat top's been heating up now for probably about 20 minutes. I got the right side, or the left side here. You can see where I got it set. The center I got set at the same as the left. The right I got turned down to low because I'm not going to be cooking anything on this right side here. I'm just doing the steak fast. It'll be almost real time. But right now, like I said, the Camp Chef's been heating. Let's go ahead and see what kind of temps we're at. It's probably been on longer than I think. So we're at 520. Right here's the center. 510. And then the right side, which I will not be cooking on, we're looking at 410. I'll go ahead and get a little grease down, bacon grease. She's hot. Should maybe use this guy, huh? That's the nice thing about the Camp Chef. I do like the grease tray up front and the grease bucket up front versus the Blackstone. Now they're new and they're talking about it on the back. Well, I saved all this bacon grease. Let's go ahead and put our steaks down. Seasoning side down. I'll season this other side right now. Alright, I'm back probably about a minute later after I put the salt and pepper on this side. We like our steaks medium. I did not bring out a timer or a temperature thermometer yet. The flavor you get from cooking a steak in its own juices is really good. I should get a nice sear on it. I want to make sure I leave it down here long enough. Now that I think about it, just give it a little push to make sure it's all nice and making contact with the flat top. Here we are about 3 minutes later from the first time I put them down. And another 30 seconds later. You can see how some juices are starting to form on the top. You see some here. I'm going to go ahead and flip them. Moment of truth. I have not peeked. And look at that. Very nice sear. Look at that. Nice crust. I'm going to go ahead and give them a dusting of some Chicago steak seasoning. And cook them for probably about another minute and a half. These are about, I don't know, a minute after I flipped them. I did not give them the press, so. These are pretty thin steaks, 1/2 inch. I just bought right off the counter. Not a request steak. Generally I like to do a little thicker steak, 3/4 to an inch. I'm gonna call these guys done. Right about another 20 seconds later, I pulled the steaks off. Here they are resting. You can see the nice crust we got on them. Nice all-around sear. We'll let them rest here for probably another 2 minutes. Here the steaks are after resting for probably about 2-3 minutes. As you can see, done nice. None of this rare or medium rare stuff. Nice crust across the entire steak. Thanks for watching, and if you want to know more about Camp Chef, just click on the link in the description. Well, I gotta do it. I gotta talk more about the steak I just ate. It was really good, surprisingly good. There's something to be said about a steak fried in its own juices. Then along with that added bacon grease, it really brought it to the next level. What I would do different for the next time is to start with a thicker steak, probably like 1 inch thick, so I can develop a nice crust on that second side. As always, thanks for watching. I appreciate it.